afternoon and welcome Tawhid Bhai to this Retail Jeweler YouTube channel. It's great to have you with us. We would like to start by asking you about the IIJS Virtual show by GJEPC, which is starting this month in October 12th. So what is your views on this first mega B2B show happening in India?
I think you guys has done a great start. I think, keep in mind this part of the world, in the United Arab Emirates and on the Gulf in general, we have been having a shortage of stock, especially the Indian product for the last 6 months. So everybody is quite hungry. I think it's coming on the right time and people do not wish to travel. So this virtual IIJS platform, which I attended the seminar the other day on the presentation, we will have a big team who will be joining. I think you have already 3,000-4,000. We are going to be another 15-20 from our group is going to be joining.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. Fantastic.
And we have a fat budget as well. We have about 300 kilo budget to spend with you.
Oh, lovely. Very nice, sir. So what are the kind of jewelry collections which your team will be looking at across categories?
I think, in the Indian products, especially the South Indian products we are capturing, we want to take some Rajasthani jewelry. We are looking for sets, Delhi items. So across the Indian jewelry, we are some kundans and some
diamond jewelry.
Yeah, diamond jewelry. Yes, a lot of diamond jewelry as well, and a big chunk also for legacy products that that you have created.
Yes.
On the past, the pulki, all kind of things, and we hope we'll get some new items as well.
Great. Thank you. Tawhid Bhai, you have been one of the best ambassadors for jewelry in UAE and the Middle East. So what would be your recommendation to the UAE government and the Indian government to increase and enhance business between India and the Middle East, especially UAE?
I suggest also it has to be a reciprocate that we should be able to import some of the UAE made jewelry back to India as well. There are some of the products that we do are extra lightweight and they are potentially able to sell on the Indian market. Plus, Dubai is a very big platform of jewelry from Indonesia, jewelry from China, and so on. So we would like to have, kind of policy that we can receive gold from India, for instance, have it manufactured, processed, and sent back to India with a minimal charges. I think this will help the trade both ways. We are part of India when it comes to our jewelry. All 90% of the jewelers are Indian. 90% or 80% of the organized sector is from Indian company, either from the north or central India or South India. So we are Indian by default.
Thank you very much, Tawhid Bhai. Now, you being the chairman of the Dubai Golden Jewelry Group, Tawhid Bhai, this is going to be a very important year because retail in UAE is looking towards you to do some kind of good activation. So what are your plans from November till March, especially with Dubai Shopping Festival also coming up, to promote jewelry for retail?
We on the jewelry group have got a reasonable big size of spending in promotion together with some major traders, medium traders and small traders. We are going to unveil the program. I hope it's going to be satisfactory to a lot of people in the region, and our aim is to increase sales. We have been seeing summertime for so many years, business usually go down to the lowest. Third quarter is the lowest sales of the year. On the contrary, this year we have seen an element of people not traveling, so we have seen a lot of local spending. Gold prices moved up 25, 30, 35% from beginning of the year. And that has raised a lot of comfort zone and trust on the yellow metal. So people are buying more jewelry, they are buying more investment bar, they are buying more kilo bars as an individual. I think the trust in gold is quite positive. The only thing we are lacking is the Indian tourist, which we haven't seen them back. You know, all the Indian in Canada probably, or USA, or from Europe, all Europe, Australia, we see big numbers. You know, probably 500,000 Indians before going to India. They pass by here to spend a few days. They are, you know, one of our heaviest tax refund they take. So that chunk we are missing today on the market. I hope from end October, beginning November, we'll start seeing more of those. You know, Indian tourists for us is very important. Indian consumer is very important. I think they present, end of the day, between the tourism and the local residents of Asian, particularly more to the 30-40% of the size of the trade.
And what percentage of sales do you think this year UAE retail will do compared to last year?
You know, there are two different schools. The school which, depending on the local market, the local consumption, I think they are going to do like last year numbers, because the third quarter was reasonably high versus last year. Half year, first quarter was better than last year. Second quarter was a total flop. So fourth quarter, I think it will cover for the second quarter. But the other segment will depend a lot on the tourism. I think probably is going to be like 30-40% lower to last year. But still, I mean, comparing to the cash flow needed, comparing to the existing of the companies and the continuation of the business, it's a good opportunity. People has liquidated some old stock. People has done a lot of remodeling. People has got enough time to think to make a new creation. So it is a plus and minuses. Minus is a little bit less on sales and profits, but the pluses are going to serve the years to come. We never had enough time to do all this. This year we have had 2 good months to rethink, and some people did some consolidation or planning to do some consolidation on the number of stores. So all of it is positive. We have seen good number of companies, robust companies who started doing the digital electronic sales, retail on internet, and that has probably improved our business by 4-5%, which was not much last 2019. So all being said and done, I think, and we have you have had a better relation also with the suppliers. You know, that trust binding. If we, you know, able to stand each other, support each other during this tough period, it creates a better, stronger binding. And particularly, you know, we have got emotional, financial binding with the Indian companies historically since ever. So that relation has improved. We proven to them that we are good for their business. They proved to us that they are standing by us, and we still, that market which no matter how it drops or goes up, we are loyal to the Indian manufacturer. That's why we are loyal to IIJS. We are loyal to be there. We are loyal to promote. We are loyal to support, and we are, you know, putting our hands, clapping for them for this move. It's a fantastic right move on the right, and also they are lucky to have you on their side. Should have been in our side.
We are all friends. We are always brothers in arms to do everything together. One more question, Tawhid bhai. You know, you are one of the big businesses from Dubai is the wholesale business. You know, to the entire MENA region, to the North Africa, to lots of ex-USSR regions and all that. Do you feel there is any scope for e-commerce, which you just spoke in retail? Is there an e-commerce opportunity in B2B wholesale as well? Because people are not traveling now? You
know, Mr. Samit, I think we are still on the infancy when it comes to e-commerce. I think still people need to feel that gold, try it, you know, the touch, the emotional feeling to gold is not going to go away, you know. And but wholesale, we are reasonably lack of the opening of the airports, and that has put a reasonable big impact on us. So we hope that opening up Saudi market will come back. Egypt market has been quite reasonably strong. Asian market has been quite strong. So I hope that within this fourth quarter, first quarter next year, we will be more optimistic than what we are today. My Indian colleagues has taken enough time also with the shutdown and this to create more designs, because honestly, the consumer has big expectation. Remember that the Asian consumer is one of the most, it appears to be the easy consumer, but I can assure you, the Asian, Indian particular consumer is more price conscious, model conscious, after sales service conscious, and certified, either it's a diamond, natural or not. So the quality of the Indian consumer have got big spender, but big connoisseur, and they are frequent buyer because they have a budget. If they want to save 10% on cash saving, it goes. If they want to spend 10 million in buying jewelry to match their style of life and to match, and at the same time, it's an investment for them, a form of saving. So we have seen loyal Asian, Indian buying continuing, and these keeps the ship running from our side. Thanks a lot to the Indian consumer. So we are bound to bring to them the latest design from India, latest bangle making, technology, handmade, which is uncompetable. To me, I say it every chance I get, that the world of jewelry is India. That's where, the fount, that's where the inspiration is come from. It get modernized, it get adopted to our culture or the European culture and so on. But of course, India is the main inspiration for jewelry since thousands of years. The combination of colors that Indian can put on the Meenakar and all the pulki and all the color of stones is unbeatable. It's not only the price, and still I think India is the master of the production of innovation in the higher caratage particularly.
Already we have about 135,000 designs on the portal, which is launching tomorrow.
And how many participants you feel that you will have?
So we have about 5,800 visitors already registered, and I think that's quite a good number, and we will have enough time to have all the meetings. And online, the best part is you can meet many more people than you could have done.
Right. I was seeing on the seminar, on the webinar, that a minimum you can do 6 or 8, and you have 1 hour for each one. So it is even better. Yes. Quality time we will have with the seller, because he will be totally focused to us, and we will be totally focusing on that particular supplier. But we don't wish that this to continue. We want to go back to India. We want to go back to the souk. We want to go back to go out on the rain and we don't have umbrella, and we want to see that warm welcome that we get from the Indian supplier. That we will not compromise. We need to go back to that.
Yes. We will go back to that next year for sure. Looking forward to that. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All the best. Thank you very much.